continue to reflect on the mystery of Jesus' resurrection. But in the Stanbic Uganda Cup today, the puzzle for the semi-final spots will be complete as 9-time champions AC Villa take a trip to Kasanda to visit a fourth division side Happy Boys Kagaba with a spot into the semi-finals on the line. Happy Boys Kagaba have had a stellar performance in the Stanbic Uganda Cup, ejecting Chigezi Homeboys and 6 o'clock in the round of 32 and 16, and now they are into the quarter-finals, defining the odds. AC Villa will be on a mission to irritate and create, of course, another history if at all they progress to the next stage. But also Happy Boys Kagaba will be looking forward to bank on their home advantage to progress to the semi-finals of the Stanbic Uganda Cup. I am Alex Mugalu Bisma. I do welcome you on today's coverage, where we shall be focusing on the Stanbic Uganda Cup proper, to extend that surprise run, because they were the first side to qualify into the quarterfinals, but it was their first time to do so in history.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a tough game, but it's at the same time. Whatever you say, tough. Tough in a sense that this is a team that has nothing to lose, but at the same time they have to prove something. So many people are asking, how did they even reach here? Out of all many teams that participated lower division, they are the only team that is remaining in the competition. So I think they have something to show to the world that this is what we can do. This is why I'm saying it's going to be very, very tough for Villa. Like he has explained how the environment is in Kasanda. I think everybody is looking up to this game, including even the players. The players are coming to the pitch. Playing Villa itself is a motivation to them. And being at this stage, I don't think they expected to be here. And that is also a motivation to them that they are playing at this stage. They are playing Villa, a team maybe they have been watching play football and winning trophies. I think all they have to do now is to come and express themselves. And such teams with such a mentality are not easy to play. Well, Villa has got to put up a very good performance today to exhibit a very good discipline tactically, and from the first minute towards the end of the game, because this is why I'm saying it can be hard for them, and at one point it can be so easy. When you look at the games they played, the Kagaba Happy Boys team, they won through the penalties. What does that mean? It means they are a very good defensive team. It's also a big blow for Villa, because we've seen Villa for the past 2 games playing, and they had to get that late win come their way. And you see things that don't come. You remember when Sebufu used to start a game and maybe things don't go the right way, they have to substitute and bring in another striker. So I think if you don't have these 2 strikers in the team, it is a little bit not good for the squad, because you need a substitute to come in to change the game when the demand is on for the game. So I think it's not good for them as AC Villa, as they are traveling away to play a team we think that can pose that defensive threat to them. They're a little bit defensive, that they are playing home behind their fans. I think Villa needed to have all their players around so that they go as a strong team to get out something from this game.
That is champions of the Stanbic Uganda Cup take on Happy Boys Kagaba. Of course, Happy Boys Kagaba has stunned most of their fans by reaching the quarterfinals of the Stanbic Uganda Cup at 2025, and they will be hoping to continue with that kind of performances to progress to the next stage. Attendo for AC Villa, they did eliminate Maroons Football Club and Bull FC, top tier sides in the Star Times Uganda Premier League. Would that be enough boost and kind of confidence, giving confidence to AC Villa boys going into the game?
Yeah, there is one thing that such a journey entails. They have not relaxed at all. They have always had to play their best side, because there is no game that has come where you can rest players. We've seen so many teams suffering. There is a famous team that was chasing Kagaba and because of resting a few players, now they are running for 2 titles. So Sports Club Villa has not had that, and they have gotten some steam. In eliminating Bull, they faced arguably the best side so far they have played in this season, and they had to maneuver coming back from goals down to win on the penalties. Then against Maroons, they had to grit their teeth and score a late goal. So I think they are used to that kind of challenge, and they have tried to see which players they have. I'm imagining Zeliko is going to use his best side, because there is no way he's going to rest players at this stage when you only 1 game away from the penultimate stage. I don't think they are looking at the league title as much as Vipers and Kitara are. Mathematically, it's harder. So if you don't focus on this game, how are you going to excuse yourself? Actually, I would think that you can play your best side in this game and secure a semi-final, and then maybe if you need to rest with the fixtures coming, you find any of the league games where you can rest. But again, these are footballers who could play the whole year. You are going to start with plan B. Otim has always been Villa's plan B when games are very tight. You saw him come against Maroons and score the winning goal so many times. But again, this is a good opportunity for him as a youngster. Yes, you save the team so many times and go back on the bench. Maybe he starts thinking, why always me starting on the bench? There are things that he has to learn. And one of the ways to learn is against opposition of this nature. You would think that if the injuries prevail or persist, he might be able to start the bigger games in the league. So when he has this opportunity to start, it is very good. And Sports Club Villa know exactly how hard these teams are. You talked about Bull and Maroons, but before that, in the round of 64, they had to go to Parisa Hospital to play, and they had a red card as early as the 7th minute. That game had to be ground out by the likes of Aslam Semakula and Andrew Team with a man less. And they're going to play a side that Tony and you have confessed that is very defensive. At the round of 64, they were 2-2, and they went on penalties. At the round of 32, they went 1-1 and went in penalties. And at the previous round of 16, it was goalless. So the goals dry out, but again, they keep decreasing on the amount of goals they concede. And in the opposition, 2 of the sides are big league sides. They did eliminate Young Elephants Academy in one of those games. And then before 6 o'clock, they also eliminated Chigezi Homeboys, which is leading the big league at the moment. So you cannot really think that they are not a good side defensively. Yes, they are not scoring many goals, but maybe everybody will logically say, Musibe Bas, Villa tetukube isimenya amateka. And in the process, it frustrates Sports Club Villa. So how Andrew Team and all the other players can approach this game is very important to show what they can do in the later stages. Maybe there is another player we've not been seeing that can come on after. Of course, Saddam Chikabi there is one of those players who have experience. He's their captain at the moment, and he has been there for quite some time. Just like Eddie Buruanyi, a very solid, tough as nails player. You will see some fouls flying left and right. Then there is another exciting player. Tone Seruyange was availed to me during the transfer window to try and get him a Premier League club, and I had connected him to Express FC, but somehow the Saza gave him money to play in this tournament, and they don't want this aspect of you playing only one tournament, so he had to excuse himself to play for 2 years for the Saza. But he is a very good defender, around 25, 27. I tested him. I know his abilities, and he is now double licensed. He could be playing for another side in the higher leagues, like probably big league or even regional league too. So you do not really think these are basically 4th division players, especially in the aspect of that. Then there is also Eric Matovu and Paul Uchamuzi. You remember Paul Uchamuzi was that silky player who used to play in the Masaza tournaments, and every team wanted to have him. But somehow, like this guy who came to Villa, Majanjaro, he prefers to stay and play a Masaza game. So it is basically a Masaza outfit versus the Premier League. And if Happy Boys actually outwit Sports Club Villa or give them trouble, it will be a big message for the Masaza tournament and how far it has gone, especially even the coaching staff. And the exciting thing for me is Happy Boys have their technical team complete, including physiotherapists and all the categories of coaches. Simon Jita there, the head coach, but they have everybody on the team. And you would hardly find some Premier League clubs feeding this form this way. So it might be a celebration where they called on everyone, but everybody who is a member of the team is available. And now that means they have a lot of motivation to play in this game.
Tony, looking at the starting
Boys Football Club. The shot coming in from Ruanyi, a good save and a follow-up. A double save coming in from David Lukwago. Flag is up here. Suddenly Radio TV teasing moment here to the Jogoos. Shot taken. Goalkeeper diving the right way. Almost gifting out to the player who was standing in front. What a chance they've had to open up the account against the 9-time Uganda Cup champions. Good save from the goalkeeper Lukwago David. And Kuse. Luanyi, the give and go. Again on the run. The attack coming in from the right. Delivered quickly. Moment here for Happy Boys. All recovering up that pass space. The shot coming in from that is Kayumba Henry. And a shot for the second time here. A weak one. On a moment. Twisting and turning. Player goes onto the ground. Referee. Neshutashi. Good defensive work, all coming through and coming in from Mobidu Hassan, blocking Tony Siriyange's moment with a few meters. Ori David, this is what Happy Boys try to prevent. Moment for Happy Boys. Can they open up the account? Flag is up on Pius Kamoga. Was coming in from the position, or dropping back is Stewart. Kezala, right call. There are two. Pius Kamoga and Stewart Kezala. Stewart did well to play. Still trying to create of that play. It's a cross by Najubiga and the header. Villa! The other goal here. And it's finally Andrew team who breaks the deadlock here for the visitors. He scored against Maroons Football Club. Villa won 1-0 in the round of 16. And now today, starting this game for the visitors. And again, that's the goal Villa have been looking for. They've been pressing hard into the second half. And Andrew team was right there to make it count. It's a cross off the head of Patrick Akande with a flicking touch from Regan Pandey. Well, finding Andrew team in a very good position at the right time. That's a simple piece of a tap-in, as it was when they played Maroons.